Wedding traditions and formalities run deep, but as newer generations of people are getting ready to tie the knot, many of the rules are being broken, including those of the wedding registry. So, is it okay to register for a down payment instead of new dishes? Wedding gifts began as a way to help newlywed couples get started with the household items that they were going to need upon getting married and moving out of their parents' house. This was back in the day when people were married a lot younger, and also when they didn't live with their significant other before getting married. Take my parents, for example. They got married when they were 19 and 20, and one of their favorite gifts was a giant laundry basket full of laundry detergent, soap, hangers, because they literally were leaving their parents' houses to start their own household and didn't have any of that sort of stuff. A lot has changed since then, and even if couples aren't moving in together before they get married, a lot of people have already moved out of their parents' house for college or for work, and they've begun acquiring the household items that they need. The wedding registry came out specifically to make sure that when people were purchasing gifts for a couple, that things were not duplicated or that things they were purchasing matched the couple's taste. Nobody wants 19 candlesticks and a set of china that they think is hideous. But with the addition of wedding registry websites, you can now register for a plethora of things like honeymoon funds, massages, dinners out, adventures. The trends are changing. An article from Zola, which is a really popular wedding registry site, said, according to the Department of Commerce and the US Census, the average age for women getting married is 28, and for men, it's 30. This is vastly different than a century ago when the average age was 22. Sites like Zola, Honey Fund, The Knot offer couples a lot more flexibility in what they can register for. And according to a 2018 survey from NerdWallet, they found that the average wedding guest spends about $128 on a gift. And that's on average. Some spend more, some spend less. It usually depends on how close they are to the couple. So if you figure on 200 guests and you start to do the math, that adds up to quite a bit of money. Now, not everybody's gonna be on board with kind of the non-traditional cash gift. A lot of people like to give a specific item. So just make sure that you're prepared either for people to go rogue and go out on their own, or have some wedding registry items that grandma would approve. To put it into perspective, here's an example of a down payment amount. For example, if you're looking at a home for $300,000 and you do an FHA loan at 3.5%, that's $10,500. If you're looking at a conventional loan at 10%, that's $30,000. And if you go back to that average gift amount of $128 times 200 guests, you're looking at over $25,000 towards that home goal. Your registry may not cover the entire amount, but it is a great start, especially if you've already lived outside of your parents' house and have accumulated a lot of household things that you like. Now, there is nothing wrong with the traditional wedding registry. A lot of people enjoy having a gift that they associate with a particular person. But think about it. Do you really need a fondue set or another set of mugs? Or perhaps could that money be put towards the house of your dreams to start off with your new spouse? And if you're not engaged or wedding bells aren't ringing, or perhaps there's just somebody in your life that you're looking to purchase a property with, the question often comes up, should you buy that property before you get married? Is premarital escrow too much of a risk? I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.